Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're playing Saints Row 2022. You might have just gotten the game for free via Epic Games. You might be asking yourself, man, why does this game run so bad? Well, this game has DirectX 11, 12, that's like the newest thing. Or if you're smart, you'll think Vulkan. Vulkan is like awesome, it's super optimized, it has shaders that can cache and make games run better. But in this game, DirectX 12 also has shaders that cache, but it's not the point. The point is that they're both horrible. Vulkan has a huge memory leak. It'll run your memory up to 99%, max out your PC, crash, boom, done. Unfortunately, DirectX 12 just stutters a bunch, and there's like a bunch of graphical glitches all over the sky. Every single light that you see will just explode into a black and green mess, and you'll think, wow, my graphics card is dying. When it's not, it's just an issue of the implementation. This is a very poorly optimized game. DirectX 11 is the only version of this game that you will be able to run at a consistent 60 or above without stutters out the wazoo. So let's go ahead and look at some stuff here. I have my resolution lowered. You're going to need to do that full screen, lower resolution. If you run this at max resolution, you could get 60 FPS, but there will be stutters. I have a 5700 XT. There's still stutters. My refresh rate set at 75. Fidelity FX resolution is off. It does not work. It'll cause tons of graphical glitches in this game. It was implemented poorly. I have VSync off because I have AMD FreeSync. If you have G-Sync, you can turn it off as well. Uncapped due to the refresh rate lock. But you control buffer, double buffer, whatever. My field of view is raised. You can lower this to get better performance. I just like it being raised. Motion blur is off. If you turn this on, your game will have a big smudge over everything. This is a horrible, gross looking implementation. Like, I mean, look, my character is getting blurred. That's not how motion blur should work. Your character should stay unblurred, or at least have less blur around it. Go through, these are the options that you need. You need TSA 8, or your hair in every object will look horrible. Scene quality high. As you can see, this causes a lot of issues. Shadow quality does not affect a lot. Ultra does look really awesome. It gives you a lot more shadows, but they're not realistic shadows. They're long shadows. Medium gives you the best shadows. They're soft. They're not huge. They're pretty realistic. Water quality, haven't seen water. This is your undergrowth adaptive. We'll change it depending on your GPU usage. It's not worth it. Just do low. Post-processing affects literally nothing in this game besides small objects inside of houses. Why, I do not know. You can turn it on low. These small objects do not look any different on low, medium, or high. Ultra gives them a reflection and shadows. There's nothing. Actually, scene detail gives them reflections on high. Post-processing gives them a shadow. The depth of field works sometimes, and most of the time it doesn't. And when you're driving in a car, it'll blur objects right in front of your face. And then when you stop, those objects will no longer be blurred. Things way off in the background that you can't even see get blurred. Like you'll be like, wait, is that depth of field? You can barely tell. I can't tell what this does yet. I've seen no difference between normal and high. Your texture cache size should just be normal. It's 4 gigabytes of RAM. There's no reason to go up to high. It's going to give you 8 gigabytes of... it's your VRAM, actually. High gives you 8 gigabytes of VRAM to use. It's pointless. This game will just... I mean, it might fry your GPU, honestly. Not worth it. It's not going to fry your GPU because it looks amazing and beautiful in every way possible. It's going to fry it because it's not set up right. I haven't noticed any difference here. I'm just doing anisotropic 1x. It seems like it doesn't affect it. Like they didn't apply this. So I've got a thing in my AMD settings that actually applies this. And with that in mind, if this doesn't fit your screen, which it probably won't, if you have an AMD card, AMD has a thing called super resolution. I would use it. NVIDIA does not. You download a program called Magpie, and it'll upscale the game for you to your screen size and make it look normal. You need it. General reflections, you don't, it doesn't do a lot. It changes the quality of reflections on trash cans specifically. Objects that get changed, you can see in the background there's something flashing. It changes whatever object that is it's flashing, and you know what, it looks no different on low or high. It does not reflect any more, any less. Planar, I just keep it normal. I don't know what it affects. I really don't. And then screen space reflections, that's actually your character. So, your choice on what you want to reflect as a character. It also affects that lamp up there, that stoplight. You see that? On high, it gives it a lot of reflection, which is pretty realistic. But it's up to you on that one. I think I had it on medium. Vehicle shading is also subjective. You can go low, but I think every vehicle in the game looks like hot garbage on low, so I go on high. And global illumination quality, I haven't seen this do anything, so I turned it off. HPAO does actually affect things on high or normal. Say normal. Inside of houses and on your character, some of your shadows, they get softer and they look more realistic. Low gives everything a grungy kind of look, like, oh, you're in a nasty apartment, right? It's not a huge deal. Whoa, it's blurry and has a shadow. Wait, it still has the same shadow actually. It's just blurry now, so it looks like it's flour. All the objects on top also become blurry. You see this low, medium, nothing, no change. There is no low or medium. It's a fake change. I think it makes the text a little bit more visible on the cereal boxes during sunrise or sunset. Okay, so here's an HBAO. We'll back up right here. Here's some shadows that have popped in. Look at a lot of lighting. There's no shadows on the roof. There's no darkness anywhere. Looks okay, honestly. I don't have any complaints. Here's HBO on low. Okay, so we've added some extra shadowing underneath stuff. It's kind of blurry looking, honestly. And then here's high, where they add a little bit of sharpening and a little bit. It makes things a little bit softer, so the light can bleed through more. It looks pretty good, honestly, but low is fine. I don't see any issue with just having low. And even then, this could be your choice, right? You could just turn it off. Like, look at this. I honestly never thought that it would look better with it off, but it kind of looks okay with it off. And then you get a performance increase. Where does it even make the game look different? I don't know. I think it gets rid of some blurring effects. So if you don't like the blurry effects, probably just turn it off. There's literally depth of field being applied to the city as I approach it. I don't think that, I don't think it matters. Oh, here's everything rendering. Okay, big part of the city. Let's go there. Big old skyscrapers. This is probably the only skyscraper that looks like it matters. Really tall. So let's go. It's very flashy, you know? Looks like a mission type thing. So let's go in here. Oh my gosh, undergrowth effects cans. on the ground. That's funny. This is just a broken model, I guess. Oh, hey, look, screen space reflections apparently affect that car there. So maybe high if you want reflections from different light sources. Looks like HBAO also affects cars and these bushes, so it does affect a lot of stuff. So turning it off would give you a big increase. And there you go. That's it. That's the game. That's just what the game looks like. It's just all sorts of good and ugly at the same time. And also, you can't drop kick stuff. There is no drop kicking. Drop kicking. Yeah, I just woke up, so I'm not all there yet. Oh. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy the game. Hopefully the video was alright. Not really too much. You don't have to watch the whole video. Hopefully you didn't watch the whole video. It's not important to watch the whole video. The main stuff's at the beginning. But hey, thanks for watching. Bye for now.